Nobody saw it coming. Just days after producing the most impressive performances of her young career, Eala walked onto the court in Bad Homburg looking unstoppable. Fans believed the rising Filipina star was ready to continue her remarkable surge toward Wimbledon. Confidence was high, expectations were soaring, and momentum appeared to be firmly on her side. Then everything changed. In a result that stunned tennis followers around the world, Eala suffered a straight-sets defeat to Belgium's experienced campaigner Elise Mertens, falling 6-3, 6-3. It was the third consecutive time Mertens had beaten her, abruptly ending the excitement that had followed Eala's sensational run in Berlin. To many observers, it looked like a major setback. Questions immediately emerged. Had the magic disappeared? Was the Berlin breakthrough simply too difficult to sustain? Had the pressure finally caught up with one of the sport's fastest rising stars? But after the match, Eala addressed the situation herself, offering insight into what really happened and why the result may not tell the full story. Her comments revealed a perspective that few expected and could completely reshape expectations heading into Wimbledon. To understand why this loss generated so much attention, it's important to remember what Eala accomplished just a week earlier. Arriving in Berlin as an underdog, the 21-year-old faced one of the toughest draws imaginable. Yet she responded with fearless tennis that captured international headlines. Her campaign began with an impressive victory over Donna Vekic, one of the most dangerous players on grass. That win alone turned heads, but what followed elevated Eala into the global spotlight. In the next round, she faced former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina, a player many considered among the favorites for the grass court season. Despite entering as the clear outsider, Eala played with extraordinary composure and determination, earning a straight-sets victory that shocked the tennis world. She wasn't finished. Building on that confidence, Eala delivered another outstanding performance against Elena Svitolina, defeating the former world-class contender in convincing fashion. The victory further demonstrated that her success was no accident and that she could compete with the very best players in the game. By reaching the semi-finals in Berlin, Eala achieved the most significant result of her professional career. She defeated multiple elite opponents, strengthened her position in the rankings, and secured a historic milestone by becoming the first Filipina player projected to enter Wimbledon as a seeded competitor. The Bad Homburg defeat may have raised doubts, but Eala's remarkable journey is far from over. If anything, Wimbledon could be where the next chapter truly begins. The confidence was soaring. The momentum felt unstoppable. For a brief moment, it seemed as if Eala could do no wrong. Her remarkable run through Berlin had transformed her from a promising young talent into one of the most talked-about names in women's tennis. Every victory added to the excitement. Every upset strengthened the belief that something special was unfolding. Yet behind the headlines and celebrations, there was a growing concern that many fans overlooked. Success comes with a price. Over the course of several weeks, Eala had competed in 4 consecutive grass court tournaments. The demanding schedule tested not only her physical endurance but also her emotional resilience. Match after match, she battled elite opponents, dealt with rising expectations, and carried the pressure of representing an entire nation on one of tennis's biggest stages. Former players and analysts began raising questions about whether the young Filipina star had enough energy left in the tank. Some experts suggested that rest and recovery might be more valuable than additional matches before Wimbledon. One former tennis great even argued that taking time off after her unforgettable Berlin campaign could prove crucial for her long-term success. Those warnings would soon appear prophetic. The Bad Homburg Open was expected to be Eala's final preparation event before Wimbledon. She arrived carrying a career-high world ranking of number 30 and the distinction of becoming one of the tournament's seeded players, a historic achievement for Philippine tennis. Standing across the net was Belgium's Elise Mertens, a seasoned veteran ranked number 26 in the world. Their history favored the Belgian. Mertens had won both of their previous meetings and entered the match with a clear understanding of how to disrupt Eala's rhythm. At first, however, it looked as though the script might finally change. Eala burst out of the gates with confidence and aggression, immediately putting pressure on Mertens. She secured an early service break and raced to a 3-1 advantage, energizing the crowd and reminding everyone of the fearless tennis that had carried her through Berlin. For a few moments, another upset seemed possible. Then the match turned completely. Mertens gradually settled into her game, absorbing Eala's early attack before taking control. Her serves became increasingly effective, her shot-making more precise, and her movement around the court more confident. The Belgian repeatedly stepped inside the baseline, attacked short balls, and finished points decisively at the net. The result was a dramatic momentum swing. After falling behind early, Mertens stormed through 5 consecutive games to capture the opening set 6-3. The second set followed a similar pattern. She quickly established a lead and never allowed Eala to regain control. While Mertens continued to raise her level, Eala appeared physically drained. The explosive energy and sharp movement that had defined her Berlin breakthrough were noticeably diminished. By the end of the match, questions about fatigue and fitness were impossible to ignore. Then came the biggest revelation of all. Following the defeat, reports emerged that Eala had been managing a shoulder issue heading into the tournament, an unexpected complication that may help explain what really happened in Bad Homburg. As details emerged after the match, a clearer picture began to form, and it changed the way many people viewed Eala's defeat. Reports indicated that Eala had been dealing with a physical issue leading into the tournament. While the full extent of the problem was never publicly detailed, it became increasingly apparent that she was far from 100%. The timing could not have been worse. Less than 2 days earlier, she had been battling through a demanding semi-final run in Berlin, one of the most significant achievements of her career. The turnaround was incredibly short, and the strain of weeks of competition was beginning to show. According to those familiar with the situation, discomfort had affected her ability to perform at her usual level. Certain aspects of her game, particularly those requiring maximum power and freedom of movement, were not operating as smoothly as they had during her breakthrough performances. What impressed many observers, however, was that Eala never used her condition as an excuse. She stepped onto the court, competed with determination, and accepted the result without attempting to shift attention away from her opponent's strong performance. That attitude only increased the admiration fans felt toward the young Filipina star. The reality is that Eala had been carrying an enormous workload. Throughout June, she played match after match across multiple grass court tournaments, constantly adapting to new opponents, travel schedules, media responsibilities, and rising expectations. Every victory brought greater attention, but it also demanded more energy. By the time she arrived in Bad Homburg, the accumulated fatigue was impossible to ignore. The tournament marked another stop in an already packed season, and the physical demands of elite tennis had finally begun to catch up with her. Even the most talented athletes face limits, and this appeared to be one of those moments. Fans quickly rallied behind her. Across social media, messages of support poured in from around the world. Many praised her fighting spirit, noting that she continued competing despite obvious challenges. Others pointed to the courage required to keep pushing forward when both body and mind are exhausted. Yet despite the disappointment, this story is far from finished. If anything, the loss may prove to be a valuable lesson at exactly the right time. It serves as a reminder that success at the highest level requires more than talent alone. Recovery, scheduling, and physical management are just as important as performance on the court. With Wimbledon rapidly approaching, Eala now has an opportunity to reset, recover, and refocus. The defeat to Elise Mertens showed that she is not invincible. Like every rising star, she has vulnerabilities and obstacles to overcome. But it also demonstrated something equally important: her resilience. And sometimes, resilience is what separates a promising player from a future champion. The reality is that everything changes once you become a seeded player. Eala is no longer the unknown underdog catching opponents by surprise. Heading into Wimbledon as the number 29 seed, she now carries a different level of expectation. Her recent success has placed her firmly on the radar of every player in the draw. Instead of hunting the favorites, she has become one of the players others desperately want to beat. That creates a new challenge. The defeat in Bad Homburg may have been disappointing, but it also provided valuable lessons at exactly the right moment. Every setback exposes areas that need improvement, and Eala now has a clearer understanding of what must be refined before stepping onto the grass courts of Wimbledon. One area is her serve. During her impressive run in Berlin, it often helped her control matches and apply pressure on elite opponents. Against Elise Mertens, however, that advantage was far less noticeable. Improving consistency and finding more effective placement will be important as the competition becomes even tougher. Movement is another key focus. Eala's speed and court coverage have been among her greatest strengths, but in Bad Homburg she appeared slightly less explosive than usual. Whether caused by fatigue, a demanding schedule, or simple wear and tear, regaining that sharpness will be crucial. The mental side of the game also remains important. Every rising star eventually faces moments when momentum disappears and confidence is tested. How a player responds during those difficult stretches often determines their long-term success. For Eala, this experience could become a valuable source of growth. There is also a positive side to the early exit. With her tournament ending sooner than expected, she now has additional time to recover and prepare for the biggest event of the season. Instead of battling through more matches, she can focus entirely on rest, training, and arriving at Wimbledon in the best possible condition. Sometimes a loss delivers a lesson that a victory cannot. When viewed from a broader perspective, the Bad Homburg result is only a small chapter in a much larger story. Over the past several months, Eala has achieved milestones that once seemed unimaginable. She has defeated some of the world's best players, climbed the rankings at a remarkable pace, and inspired millions of fans who see themselves in her journey. Her rise from a young tennis dreamer in Manila to one of the most exciting names in the sport has already made history. Now the spotlight shifts to Wimbledon. As a seeded player, she enters with a genuine opportunity to make an impact. The loss to Mertens may have slowed the momentum temporarily, but it has not changed the bigger picture. If anything, it may have provided the perfect reminder that every great run requires both talent and resilience. And Eala has already shown she possesses both.